Good morning and welcome back to RIBESE'S musings in a very random way. So we are a space where we talk about life and we talk about it honestly and authentically. And sometimes authentic means unfiltered. So I'm really glad. I've just been thinking about how life can be a roller coaster of so many things happening, and it's easy not to stick to the plan sometimes. And sometimes you just go with how it's going. Like, you can plan your day to go this way, then all of a sudden it takes another turn, or the most unexpected things keep happening all the time, and probably that is why the Bible sometimes actually says that we plan, but it's God who has the final decision of how any plan unfolds. So I just thought to hop in here for a moment because I know that this is something that I've committed to do and I don't want to lose track. To just maybe encourage, or just in a very unstructured and random way. The last video that I shared was me doing a vlog, not a vlog, like just a short conversation with my siblings. It was also very random, very unplanned for, but it turned out so well. And I want to thank all of you who kind of just like the video, you like the vibes. And I hear everyone who has said that they want something more, something longer. And it's in the plan, it's in the pipeline. We are planning to do something now more structured and more engaging, at least to be able to maybe just pick up from where the other conversation with my siblings went. And I've just been thinking about consistency and how it's so hard to build consistency in anything. That is one of the things that, of course, they say, like, once you have hacked, you're consistent in something, then it's like you once you already have a flow of how something should flow and everything, it's like you've already hit the jackpot. But to build that consistency is very hard. So I've just been thinking about how difficult it is to build consistency, because I've been trying to build consistency in a number of things, and it's been like, oh my God, sometimes you don't feel like, sometimes the conditions are not right, sometimes there's just a lot. And especially when you're building consistency in a discipline, or in a habit, or in something, like it can be so difficult when you still have to balance so many other things. And I guess that is something that I have I'm reflecting on. And one of the things I think now I appreciate better is that with consistency, it doesn't have to be structured. It doesn't have to be flowing, because when you're beginning to build consistency in something, at first you have this, like, at first you're like, yes, I'll do it. Yes, you have the strategy in place. You have the plan, but then we are always oblivious of the realities that are on the way, that of course many times will try to fight your resolve, and one of the things that kind of just helps me is to realize that as long as I don't want to use the wrong words, it doesn't have to be perfect. So when you're trying to be consistent in something, don't wait for conditions to be perfect. So for instance, I was very excited when I did my video with my siblings, and I got very good feedback, and I was like, I have to do something. I have to do a live to thank people, and I have to just do like a sequel, which is coming. And then I was totally unable to do it because the other demands of my life just took the better part of the resolve. And I tell you for sure, I was beaten. I for a moment I was like, I'm not breaking this chain, because now I already have like a structure of when I want to be coming up and when I want to be uploading. And I was like, I was literally beating myself up. And again, this I also realized that I might actually not be able to pull that target, and now I might actually now break my consistency. So now that's why I decided, let me do what? Let me just do a random, and just to to ensure that I'm not losing that goal. And so and that is not just for like for me and my building my channel right now. It is in many areas of my life. Sometimes you're like, I want to be doing things a certain way to achieve a certain goal, and then you just find like it was not as linear as I had anticipated. But I'm also appreciating the value of just getting back up, not overthinking when I'm not able to follow through. Because of course it's not like I was intentionally not following through, but because other things came up that I couldn't ignore, then I just pick it up from where I left and continue. And that is why I was like, just stop somewhere and and just do something very random, something that does not need a lot of forethought and everything. Yeah. And as you can see, I'm admiring my new look, something different, but I like it. So that's, well, as you can already pick, whatever I'm saying is not very structured, because I am trying to build my consistency, and I have appreciated that to be consistent, you have to embrace imperfection. You have to embrace sometimes things not going your way. You have to embrace sometimes disruptions, and when you find your way around the disruptions of the thing that you are trying to build your consistency in, and when you don't create an excuse around it, then probably you're making progress. Yeah, so I am very excited that we are still on with RIBESE'S musings. I have very good ideas and plans and topics to just delve into in the coming days. I am excited. My siblings will come again. Sorry, my son is in the car and I have to keep him quiet for some time. I'm excited. My siblings will be coming back again, and we'll have better and more enriching conversations. And I will have few other friends coming, so it will not be a solo thing anymore for some time. But I'm super excited that there is also room for just being authentic, being me. Like right now, I have just left the house with my son to do a routine duty that I have to do every morning, every weekend. And yes, and I just told him to keep quiet for a minute so that I'm able to shoot something. And I'm feeling so happy because now I have done something, and it's not structured, but it's building towards my discipline. And I've also been thinking about so many people who have to juggle so many things to be able to make ends meet. I'm thinking about the career people who you have to do work, you have to run your family, you have to do ministry, you have to show up for your friends, you have to show up for yourself, and you're doing all that gracefully, you're doing all that without complaining. And sometimes when the end of the day comes, you're like, I am so tired, and sometimes you feel like probably I should have done better, or I should have called someone whom I didn't call, or I should have followed through something which I didn't. I just want to also celebrate you and tell you that keep it up. Let's just keep doing what we are doing. sometimes to be able to achieve where you want to go, you have to juggle all that. So I'm just excited. I don't have any any topic. I think the biggest thing was to just say thank you so much for the good reviews I got, for the engagement with my siblings. If you haven't watched, please go back and watch. It is the immediate. I'll put a thumbnail. I'll put something up here to lead you to that video. Please go watch. I was just having a talk with my sisters and my brother over lunch, and we just thought of something random and did it. Please go watch and give me your reviews. And also, I appreciate every comment. I remember there's someone who said they really enjoyed it. It was fun to listen to, and they wanted me to ask them more harder questions. I will definitely do that. There are those who said I need to do that more. I've also got comments of people telling me just get more people to come and have those conversations, and I assure you that is actually in the pipeline. I thank you all for the comments that you're giving me on my videos. I know some of them are very amateur, some of them are very rugged, but I am proud of each one of them, because first of all, it is authentic, and then I'm also glad that I'm able to learn as I go. And we are getting better. We are not where we started. We are much, much better. And I think also, just to build on that topic of consistency, when sometimes you look at how far you came, like, hey, this is how I was talking, now I am talking better. Or this is how I was shooting, now I'm shooting a little better. Maybe not so much better, but just a little better. Or or when you see just a little area of improvement, I feel like it has a way of building your resolve to stay consistent at something. And then I also maybe want to say, like, sometimes you have to just be ready for disruptions, and kind of I don't that little man to get crashed by video. So like this morning, I wake up, I'm super excited. I know, like, hey, today I'm doing a shoot. Then guess what? There is no water in the house. Like when you don't have water, everything is like disrupted, And so I am just thinking, like, my day is done. So I just, so for a moment, then I realized that if I let the little disruptions of life get in the way, then probably it will stand in the way of me achieving a bigger purpose. So I just thought, let me just leave the house and figure it out, but let it not disrupt my routine, my plan, my resolve. So also maybe just to say, connected to that, is that as you're building your consistency around something, you will always get disruptions. Some of them which are very annoying, some are very unprecedented, some are very destabilizing, because you now have to start thinking, some things can actually just alter the direction that your day is taking. But even with that, because that is part of life, just find out your way to navigate around it. Yeah, so I'm really, really grateful that I have that perspective, because not everyone has perspective. Sometimes when something unprecedented, something annoying, or something unplanned for happens to us, it's easy to just feel bad and sit in that feeling. But sometimes when you put things into perspective, then they help you to kind of lighten your burden, or they help you to get a solution. Like you think solutions instead of thinking of how bad a situation is. So I'm just kind of just thinking, giving also lessons that I pick from even my daily encounters, because we all have them. And so thank you so much. Thank you for holding space for this. Thank you for trusting me and giving me that like. Kwanza, when I see a like, I'm like, I'm so pumped. And then somebody comments, oh my God, I feel like I'm melting. I'm melting. I'm just excited So thank you for also helping me in this my journey. And thank you for believing that I can tell you something. And by the way, I also get comments from friends outside. They're like, oh, I really like to listen to what you're saying. Slowly by slowly, it will make sense. Slowly by slowly, I believe 1 or 2 people are encouraged. And honestly, my motivation is in that word that says that encourage one another and build each other up. It's all about building each other up. We just need to build each other up. One good word here, one good word there, one encouragement here, sometimes a rebuke, sometimes a reminder, sometimes a reflection. It goes a long way. So my motivation honestly is just to encourage, because for me, I believe like I am a product of encouragement. There are people who said some good things to me, or just an affirming word, or just I have been lifted by good words, good encouragements, good ideas, and I always feel like I can't just keep this to myself. So just be encouraged, whatever you're building, whatever area that you're struggling to be consistent in. Please don't give up. Don't beat yourself up when you realize that I am struggling. Don't beat yourself up. Or even if you're beating yourself up, because you will, don't stay in it. Just rise up, pick one brick, and then you'll be okay. You'll be okay. So thank you so much. Today, honestly, I just thought, let me just be raw. Let me be unfiltered. Let me just come in and, add something to what I already have put. But as we proceed, I am trusting that the Lord will enable me to continue encouraging even through other people. I'll bring people who I feel like they have touched my life and who have been very, very instrumental in my journey as we proceed. Yeah. And so thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord shine his face upon you. May the Lord open doors for you that no man can shut. May the Lord fight your battles. If you're fighting any battle, I know we are all contending. May the Lord contend for you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you. May the Lord continue to be gracious to you in everything that you do. May the hand of the Lord be upon it. Yeah, and in everything, may he be your all in all, So I'm really, really grateful, and I'm so happy that I could actually just start park somewhere and just do this random. So just to remind you, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Tell a friend. RIBESE'S musings, we are growing, we are multiplying by the grace of God. Yes, and to God be the glory. And also remember to catch up with some of my videos. I'll put the links so that you may catch up with them and just be encouraged. Baraka. Bye.